Keep you waiting for for very long, did we? Here it comes. Well, here comes Niko. Take it away, Naomi. Good luck.
Hello, everyone. I'm Naomi, and this is Casito. Say hi, Casito.
Hi.
Hi. And we're here to play Here Comes Niko. We're going to become a professional friend. Now, we're not going to hold everyone up. We're just going to start the run. And the timer starts the moment I press this little button. So take the countdown, Casito. Go for it.
3, 2, 1, go.
Let's go. All right. So Here Comes Niko is a puzzle platformer developed by Frog Vibes and was released by Gears for Breakfast. You know him for Ahead in Time. And it's just a really relaxing game about becoming a professional friend. So we're going to get a little intro over here to tell us what the job is all about. And they're telling us to get all of these coins, and these coins are going to be crucial to the run. We need to get a lot of coins for this run to complete the game as fast as possible. So, without further ado, let's actually get into the run now. And not like that. Here we go. So we're going to talk to Pepper, except we're just going to walk away because we don't care. And that's our boss, and hopefully the only time we'll ever talk to Pepper. All right. And then for the rest of the run, you're just going to see me do all these dives for a long while, because that's the main movement method. And the first quest is we have to bring this lunchbox to this frog over here, which is called High Frog. High building. Gonna get a coin, and we're setting up for the sword again over here. Gonna get hit back, and that's the start of the game already. Right, little giraffe, and we're leaving the island, and now the run is actually gonna start. So between each of these little segments, we're gonna get a little train segment with Niko narrating. Sometimes we get a voicemail, sometimes we get a voice call. And it's just going to give us a little bit of backstory about this game, but we don't really care about the backstory of the game, because what we do care about is becoming a professional friend as fast as possible. So we got a little frog with us today. We have Pepper over there, and we have our frog over here. And hopefully the frog is going to give us good luck for this run. Right. So we have to actually kind of mash through this, but you know, it's just dialogue. We do love Pepper, a very cute frog. And the first level's come, Hairball City. And Casito, can you explain a little bit what we're going to do in Hairball City right now?
So,
the first quest.
Yeah, the first quest what we're going to do is volleyball. Basically, we hit the volleyball 4 to 5 times. And Travers will give us the coin for that, because he's very happy we played with him.
Now, we're just going to cheat a little. Like, this is how you play professional volleyball.
Yeah, I guess so.
I guess so, right?
It doesn't say in the rules you cannot stay on the net.
Yeah, it counts as a point. All right, so we're going to do this really cool net jump. And we're going to grab this cassette. So we're collecting all these cassettes. Don't worry about those. We'll explain those later. And we are going to grab these butterflies. But first, let's talk to Trevor or Travis, or I keep forgetting their name. And we're just going to collect these butterflies, because later in the level, we're going to exchange them for a coin. We need 30 of those. Oh, the level just disappears. That's very cool. And we're going to go to the second quest, which is the Little Gabby quest. So there's a little girl, Gabby, who likes flowers, but doesn't want to pot them herself. So we're just going to do it for her. So we're going to grab a seed, and we're going to plant it. Now, they planted like different patterns, so this one just kind of plants them everywhere around where you pot it, and then this one just pots only one. And you just have to complete the pattern, and then you just do that 3 times in this level, hopefully. Please, okay. Talk to Gabby, get the coin. All right, butterfly, come to me, come to me, come to me. Yes, okay, cool, thank you, butterfly. All right, and now we're just gonna collect more butterflies, and we're gonna go to the next quest. So each of these levels, they have their own little main quest, and the main quest for this level is called the Gunther quest, because we're gonna talk to Gunther over here. He's a little bit shy, but because we talk to him, he gets confidence, and then he's gonna go down and he's gonna talk to other people now. So it's a very cute little goal that we set for him. All right, gonna collect more butterflies. That did not hit. That's fine. There should be one here, which I also didn't hit. That's also fine.
It's still fine.
It's fine. We're gonna collect some more tapes, and we're gonna go to Dustin now. Now, Dustin is a cool character that we kind of get in every level. And Dustin is essentially get to me and you get a coin, because Dustin likes to get to really high points in the level. And if you also get to that point, he's like, man, you're my rival now, so every time you beat me, I'll give you a coin for it. So we're just going to climb this lighthouse. Oh, but not like that, unfortunate. Niko did not turn around, but that's fine. We're just going to use the little umbrella here. Hi, Dustin. And goodbye, Dustin. All right, we're going to grab another tape, and now we're going to set up for the last 2 quests. First quest is going to be the Fisher quest. So Fisher here lost his hook. And to substitute for that, we're going to be his hook. Even though it's clearly on his hat, but you don't see me perform.
It's way more fun to Niko beat the hook.
Exactly. And who doesn't like to grab fish with their bare hands from the sea?
Yeah.
And this just takes a while. This just happens. But the cool thing about this quest is that you can really see how effective diving is, because you can get a lot of distance, but only if you don't hold the directional button, which is a very cool, quirky thing this game does. If you hold the directional button during the dive, your velocity slows down. So all these dives, I'm kind of just going for it. I'm not holding any buttons during them. The only times I do that is when I need to manipulate my little distances. So like that, for example. We got Nemo, and that's the quest. That's another coin for us. All right, we're gonna now hand in the butterflies to this lovely lady. We love her. Her name is Blesley. She's a food blogger or something. I don't know. She just wants butterflies.
Yeah.
She's very cute. Oh.
Oh.
Uh-oh. So that happened. Let's just ignore that. We'll see what happens.
Let's just bolt out of the level.
Yeah, we want to get as far away from her as possible. So we collected 6 coins, and it's because in the next level, Turbine Time, I'm gonna skip a coin. But first, before we get to Turbine Town, there's another trade segment, and this time someone's calling me. Her name is Sarah, and I don't recall what she says at all because it's in Japanese, and I can't read that. And of course, Pepper gives us a little wink at the end. We love Pepper. All right. So next part is we're going to go and get another tape. So I think it's this time that we're going to explain what the tapes are. Can you explain it for me, Sita?
Yeah. Why we're getting these tapes, we're getting these tapes to trade into characters later in the game, so we can get 3 coins. So 5 tapes equals 1 coin. So it's basically, if it's on the route, it's just free.
Essentially. All right. We're going to go over here. I had to okay, please. Dive work. Okay, cool. You don't know how many times I missed it. So we're talking to Dady now because the wind wasn't blowing, so the turbine didn't work. So for this level's quest, we have to get the turbine working again. Right? So now it works. We can get a coin for that. But first, play more volley.
Who doesn't love more volley? But this time we're actually flying.
Oh my goodness. So again, let's just ignore all the rules known to man about volley. Just skip over the net. Like that. There we go. That's a better side. All right, please don't be too soon. Okay. Because if you're too soon with these balls, you kind of just fly through them and they don't count. So there we go. That was Trixie. That's another coin. And we're going to do another little Gabby quest. And the last quest for the run, actually. For Gabby, at least. We won't be seeing her again after this. Thank goodness.
It's actually... Why thank goodness? I like the quests.
Oh, I don't, because every time I miss it, I just die a little bit inside. There we go. All right, please grab the seat. Thank you, Niko. We love Niko. All right. There we go. Hello, Gabby. Thank you, Gabby. All right, we're going to do a major skip now. I kind of need my focus. So, Casito, go ahead and explain it.
So, yeah.
Give me a second, though. Let me set up real quick. Okay, go ahead.
So what we're trying to do here is you saw the block down there with the keyhole. Normally you need a key to unlock a ladder to go up this turbine. But instead of doing that, we're climbing it. And with a precise jump, let's see, almost.
Okay, give me a second. I'm completely, oh, okay, it's fine. Unfortunate. I got a little, my visual cue was completely off. That's fine. We lose quite a bit of time because of this, but that's fine.
It's fine. With a well-managed jump, you can just get up there.
Yep, and it's Dustin again. Of course, it's always Dustin.
Always Dustin.
All right, let's go down. Let's talk to a pelican. We just drop in. He has no clue where we're coming from, but he gives us a coin anyway. And we're going to grab this tape, because I forgot it in practice last night. And we're just going to bolt it out of the level. I don't know if we have any donations. If we do, now would be the time to do. We have like a couple seconds.
Fantastic. I do have a couple donations, actually, so we can get through them just now. We have $5 from Wade saying, let's go. And $10 from Ebi-san saying, it's weird being on this side of the run, I must say. Good luck to Naomi with the run. Hopefully, we can see a great dust hog.
Oh, God.
Yeah. Thank you both for your donations. And just as a quick update, the Everhood incentive still has no donations devoted to it, and all languages have zero money on them. So by all means, get those donations in so we can see a leader. Back to you guys.
Let's go. Perfect timing, because we just arrived in the biggest level of the game, Salmon Creek Forest. And we're going to be here for a really short while. We're just here for like 4 things, and then we're leaving again. At least I would be. All right, so we got to grab this. Okay, and this will spawn new quests in the older levels. And because of that, and because those quests are really fast, we're going to go back to the older levels after we go behind the secret area and behind the waterfall, of course, because there's always a secret area behind the waterfall. Right?
Yeah. Why wouldn't there be?
And you know, if there's a secret area, there is a secret collectible too, which is this funny little coin over here. Oh, well, that would have been better. I didn't touch the mushroom there. All right, so now we're going to warp back, and let's hope we don't load twice, because then we're just going to be losing time for no reason. Cool. All right. And now we're going to go back, and this is where my insane menuing skills come in. There you go. Didn't even see the map. All right, and we're going to go back to Hairball, everyone's favorite level. So I have to hold my hand off the mouse, because otherwise I mess this up. There we go. And we're going to do a little bit of vandalism. A little bit. We're going to go into this arcade. So these arcade levels are very cool. They're like self-imposed challenges. So you either have to get like 5 dog bones or just a coin somewhere in the level. In this one, we have to get the 5 dog bones. And while we were in here, we also completed the vandalism quest, because that quest, all they care about is that if you hit 5 symbols on the floor. Normally you have to like paint a picture, but they don't really care what it looks like. Which makes it a lot more convenient for the run, because we can just take that soda can, or that soda can, paint can with us. Alright, and now this is where the tapes are finally going to pay off. This is Mitch. We like Mitch. He is one half of a dynamic duo that collects tapes, and the better half, as we may say, Mai, is going to be the best character in this game. We love Mai.
We absolutely love Mai.
Yes. All right, going back to Turbine Town, we're just going to do this little arcade over here, and let's hope I can get the Dylan Hop. If we get the Dylan Hop, that'd be super hype. Oh, that is not the Dylan Hop. That's the opposite of a Dylan Hop. Okay, don't worry. It's fine. It's fine. I forgot I'm not supposed to jump. Okay, Dylan Hop time. Let's go! Okay,
Good job.
there we go. Shoutouts to Dylan for fighting that jump and making all my runs miserable from that point. The very tight little jump that you have to do to get the dog bone and get onto the red umbrella. I felt like I had to show it off. All right, back to Salmon Forest. Cool. All right, Casito. It's your time to shine.
Ooh. So we're going over to the other side of this island to do another volley game. But this one is again a little bit different, because this time we're going to do it with obstacles.
Except the obstacle is obviously the net that we're standing on.
Yeah.
Oh. Oh.
Oh.
Okay, that's fine. We just have to hit it once. See, if you get off this net, it's very impossible to get back on it in one turn. But that's fine. We can lose like a little bit of a turn. We're gonna go to the funny tree over here.
Orange tree.
Orange tree.
Because yeah, the tree doesn't. The tree just randomly decides if you get the coin or not.
And it's not supposed to. It's actually supposed to be sequenced. Oh my goodness. All right, it's fine. We'll get the coin anyway. I'm stuck on grass. That has never happened to me.
How did you get stuck on grass?
Honestly, you know, we'll just go with this. Another arcade, more dog bones, and there is the fast route, you know, and then there's this route, which is not fast. And someday I will learn the fast route, but right now, I honestly just don't care. I like this route more because it's my route, you know?
It flows great.
It does. It really does. Okay. Time for more cassettes. I don't have another donation, but we have like a little bit of time right now.
Well, I could take this time and talk a little bit about the charity we're raising money towards. We're raising money for Mind, which is a nationwide organization committed to prevent mental health issues and to support everyone who is dealing with mental issues themselves or within their family. All of your donations will go to Mind. And just as a reminder, at the start of the next run, Everhood that is, the Everhood Language Choice Incentive will be shutting down, and we still have a clear winner. So please get those donations in. I want to see us reach 150 euros by the end of this run. So let's make it happen, folks. Back to you.
Oh, 150 bucks. Goodness. Okay, so we're gonna, you know the part where we did vandalism? What if we do it again? But this time we're just gonna abuse a 10 because of the slope and just hide Nina. Give my point. Alright. Okay, and that was the last quest for this level, but we still have a couple tastes to collect, and then we have to dash to the end. So Casito, it's time for your stand-up routine, because there's nothing gonna happen right now.
Okay. Oh yeah. How did we actually discover this game?
How did we discover this game? This is a terrible stand-up routine right now. Okay. I think it was one of those live streams where they showed up a lot of 3D platformers. It was really cool.
I just saw it pop up on Twitter and I was like, yeah, that seems fun.
Yeah. Hey, another train segment. And it's another voicemail that we're gonna ignore. All right, next level, it's public pool. And sorry to say this, but there has been a murder at the public pool. Some may say a murder, which is foreshadowing, because we're gonna meet a very cool character here, which is completely optional, but we have to show her.
Yeah.
Like, we cannot not show her, you know? So let's first talk to the frog detective. And we have to solve a murder of the pool floaty and say hi to Hatkit.
Hi!
We all love Hatkit. Again, Gears for Breakfast released this game. They published it specifically. And of course, there's a little homage here. There's another homage to another platformer game, Demon Turf, but we won't be meeting that character at all because we're not going to that little quest area that we need to meet the character at. So we're just going to collect more cassettes. And after we collect the next cassette, we're going to meet the best character in this game. Arguably the best character in this game. And if you disagree, you're wrong.
Yeah. Everybody will say you're wrong. It's just the best.
Oh my goodness.
Say hi to
Hello,
Mai.
Mai. Oh, we love her.
Look at her.
Look at Mai. We love her. So cute. I love that she has like AirPods in. There's a lot of meme potential. I've been trying to make it work, but I'm not really good at memes. Alright, so another arcade, and this time you just have to get the coin at the end of the level. And that's just like water that's trying to push us back. But we can just stand behind these blocks and not get hit by the water stream. That, and again, we're gonna use our dives for this. There we go, get the coin, set up our camera, so we can just dive straight through the crime scene because who cares about the crime scene? That's where we had to go to the crime scene to figure out who took down the pool floaty. And we have a good idea who did it. Mainly because it doesn't matter if you actually investigate or not. Alright, and then we just literally just have bonk the block, the game, for the next 20 seconds after this still. My goodness. We just have to get dog bones, but they're also conspicuously hidden here. And we have to break all the blocks, and it takes forever, and there's nothing we can do to skip it.
Yeah, it's sad.
Very sad. Alright, here we go. Boy! Alright, so we have one more tape to get, and then we're gonna go talk to the detective and solve the crime. Now, let's see, Casito, who do you think did it? Who do you think did it? My bet is on Hatkit.
Hatkit?
I think Hatkit did it, yeah.
Yeah, probably.
Right, we solved the murder. It was the little kid themselves. They destroyed their own pool floaty. How dare they?
How dare they?
I do have to say, it's very suspicious Hatkit was here, though.
Yeah.
But we'll take it. All right. I have to talk to the giraffe and go to the next level. Now, the next level is going to be very intense, movement-wise. The next level has a lot of tech that I kind of need to nail. That's the famous Dust Hawk quote from Edison. That's the hardest trick of the game. Honestly, it's the hardest trick in the game. So we're going to hope we can nail that. But first, we have some movement to do with a whiteboard And we have another phone call with Sarah, because Sarah is our absolute bestie. Pepper again. Hi, Pepper. So far, throughout the entire run, we've just been ignoring Pepper. I feel kind of bad for him.
Yeah.
But then again, he takes up so much time. All right. Okay. Some whiteboard movement here. Shout out to Christian for finding this. Okay. And that's the first tape. So now we're going to actually get 3 more tapes and finish off that whole tape quest. But first, we're going to open this little box here. Because funnily enough, there's a quest that unlocks when you hit this, when you unlock this area. It doesn't unlock with a contact list, which is what normally would happen. Oops, I dove too early. So, it's the Lewis insertion quest. And Lewis is lost, and he's looking for his husband, Sertial. I hope I can get the little trick that I found, and I can. Okay, it's fine. We're just gonna do the safe way then. I was hoping I could show that off, but I can't. It's very tough. Unless... Okay, I'll stop now. I'll stop now. All right. Unfortunate.
Unfortunate.
There's a little bit of time safe you can do, but that's fine. So this is why the level is so hard. There's just these little niche tricks that you have to do. They're very nuanced. And especially the next trick coming up, Dust Hog. So we're going to talk to Dustin again. He's on top of this building. Again, at top, we actually have to turn on the fan, but I'm gonna hope you can skip the fan. There you go, that's the trick. It's a very difficult trick where you have to abuse the coyote time. Oh wow,
Nice.
second try. Okay, that's very
job.
good.
Good
Okay. You have to abuse coyote time, and it's such a difficult trick with the camera setup and whatnot that, you know, you can miss it and lose a lot of time, or you have to do the backup, which is arguably better and more consistent, but far slower than the Dust Hawk itself. Plus, the Dust Hawk just looks cool. All right, that's the last time we did some vandalism. And now, it is sad for me to say, but it's also the last time we're going to see my beloved.
Goodbye, Mai. We will miss you.
We're going to miss her. I don't think you heard her sadly. She has AirPods in. There you go, I tried it. All right, Mitch. Here we go. After Mitch, we're just going to go to the last level.
Yeah.
So we're going to do a trick called applesauce. Normally, you have to get 15 coins, but we're just going to skip 15 coins of this run. So, Casita, go ahead and explain that.
So what the developers did to prevent you to get to the end game, they put an invincible barrier up near the building where Pepper is, where we need to talk to him.
Yeah, and this barrier isn't like a conventional barrier where it just blocks you. It just pushes you down with force.
But we can abuse that.
Yeah.
With some precise jumps and slides, we can actually scale the building and platform our way up to there.
Yeah. If it wasn't for Dust Hog, this would be the hardest trick in the game. But then Dust Hog was found. So, unfortunate. A lot of beginner runners have so much trouble with this trick because it's really weird how it works. So, again, as Concito mentioned, we're just going to abuse a slide here. So this barrier is going to push us down now. And this slide just ignores that push down. And then we're just going to hope we can get on this little...
Nice.
And that's it.
Nice.
And now we're at the end of the game. So now it's just... We're just going to chill and talk to Pepper. Or at least we would if this ledge would not be the final boss. Okay, cool. All right. That ledge can really mess you up. All right. Hello, Pepper. All right, Pepper has 10 questions where no matter what you answer, you will win anyway. And this is the last interview. All right, that's question 8, 9, 10, and now I can hold it down. Cool. All right. So time will end when we get back to our door, and it says the end of the screen. But first, we have another phone call. Oh no, it's not a phone call. It's our actual dad. Hi, Dad. We have no idea why he's here because it's all in Japanese. All right. If you look at the background, the dad gets off and he's like at the bus stop there, or train stop. It's a train, Naomi. All right. Really funny. All right. Niko is doing his last little bit of, or excuse me, their last little bit of dialogue. And now we're just gonna dash it to the end. There's a big party for us. But you know what? We don't really like parties.
Just need in the mood.
Up of here, and that's time. And that's here 'cause Niko. Yay! All right. A lovely little game. Thank you, BSG, for hosting us. And
Yeah.
check me out on Twitch, Naomi Plays with 3 eyes. And that's Casito NL.
And we have our lovely vlog here.
All right.
Amazing. Thank you very much, everybody. Final time, by the way, is 24 minutes, 12 seconds, so just under estimate. Well done. Yeah, coming up next, we have Everhood. And let me remind you, the language choice is still a thing, and no, none of the options have any money towards it. So by all means, get those donations in. The minimum donation amount will set one in the lead, so get those donations in. But until then, quick ad break. We'll be right back.